Shalom, family. Shalom. Glory be to God and blessed be the Lamb forever and ever. You know, let's do something different tonight. Something that I rarely talk about, actually, which is curses. What exactly is a curse? Me personally, I don't believe in them. But I'm coming from an entirely different perspective. But you do believe in them. And that's what makes them real. And they are real from the perspective of you. You see the curse, you understand the curse, and you see the machinations of such a curse within a society or family or friends or loved ones or whatsoever. That's what you call a curse. However, let's peep the game from a slightly different angle. What is a curse? You would think a curse is words that one would speak over you to put you or your loved ones or your families at harm or danger, love potions, spells. But let's break it down. They don't exist. Here's what does exist, is what you want and the spiritual world or the demonic world's ability to deliver on what you want. That is what you call a curse. Their deliverance of what you want, or what you ritualized, or what was ritualized against you. It's just them delivering what was wanted, and you call it a curse, as if it's standalone from the demonic and the spiritual world. It is not. It is not at all. In fact, the curses don't even exist without the spiritual world and the demonic world. It's funny how I had never thought about that like that, but I've been told for years, breaking curses. Well, not me being told, but me hearing it. Breaking curses, as if someone has spoke something over you or over yours at some juncture of your spiritual development. Maybe even physical, because I know of times as a young kid, growing up, how I grew up. I come from a very religious family, by the very definition of the word, religious. Okay? So yes, they did believe in curses. I never gave them too much thought, though, but they did, and they were real. Because, I mean, you have no idea. I'm not going into familial detail here. Okay, curses. Man, I can't find the right choice of words here, because I want to be respectful at the same time, and sometimes it's impossible to tell the truth about while attempting to cover all angles of respect at once. It ain't as easy as you think. You have to pick the right choice of words, and right now my tongue fails me. But they're not the same thing. They're not the same thing. Mankind has fundamentally gotten himself into something that he never understood. How do you know that what you're worshiping is is a god? Maybe it's the fallen angel. Maybe it's only a spirit. Maybe it's a demon. You don't know what the hell that you're actually talking to on the other side. You really don't. Yet you act as though you do. but you don't. You ain't got a clue. And there's no way that you would possibly have a clue. It's impossible. So you basically roll the dice, you believe whatever you're told about the entity, and that becomes fact, and then you're off to the races. And it becomes something over time. Sometimes over decades and decades and decades and decades. I'm going to tell you something. I was sitting in a motel parking lot, and I mean, it was at a bad time in my life. And I watched. Now, this motel has about 15 units. Let's call it 16 units and the office. I watched every room started arguing one by one. I could see the spirit move from room to fucking room. And they went to fighting and arguing. I seen it with my own fucking eyes, sitting in the parking lot, and you could hear the fighting and arguing in the goddamn parking lot, in damn near every fucking room. Damn, was that a curse? No, that was a spirit. That was a spirit. A very strong one, too. And I think that it was trying to show me something. In a weird kind of way. Maybe it was trying to show me my helplessness in terms of stopping it. But I wasn't the same me that I am now. These days, it would never try such a thing. But that was early on. We're late in the game now. But this is what I've seen with my own eyes, man. Every room that had a couple in it, which was most of them, were arguing. And you could hear it in the parking lot. That was spiritual. That was spiritual. And the spiritual realm is controlled by the demonic realm. And the devil influences it all. There's nothing beyond that. Actually, from my perspective, outside of the human element, in fact, I'm pretty sure this is the truth. Outside of the human element, they're actually harmless. Sorry, evil ones. But they're harmless. Without you, they're just disembodied spirits banging on walls and rattling chains and shit. Purely for kicks, because they wouldn't get much else. I mean, in a couple of decades, then they would become like background noise, ambient sounds. It wouldn't even matter. No, it's only when you involve the human element does shit get ugly, because now they have something they can work with: human hands, human eyes, human nose, human feet. It changes everything. Take away that. Now look at them. They just kind of out there floating their ass around, wishing that they wasn't in the state they were. Trust me on this. Trust me. You live in a time of the unseen and the seen. It's like I told someone, they asked me, how do you see them? I say, what? He said, Well, if I may explain it this way, you kind of see them by not seeing them. They sort of reveal themselves. They really do. You see them by not seeing them. At least that's how my eyes would try to explain it to you. But they're there. Either way. They're there. But really it's the existence of two separate realms. And I'm in both of them. And then there's a discernment issue. I just see them. And they know. They've known since 2025. When did the spiritual world? 2020. By 2020, they absolutely knew. And we met something like this. I mean, it's just like the movies. It's what the fuck are you? And and the return is no. What the fuck are you? Because we're seeing each other like we really are. This what you see is a whole different thing. But we seeing each other like we really are. And they had never seen anything like me. That's why they said, what the fuck are you? And then they went to talking amongst each other, saying, man, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Anyway, back to what I was saying, and I ain't gonna hold you long either. Curses. I'm gonna say this again. Curses don't exist in the form that you think, because the curses come from you. It ain't the demons cursing you. It ain't the demons cursing other demons. It ain't the spirits cursing the demons. It ain't the devil. No, it's you cursing other human beings. Can we be just straight? It's you doing it to each other, and the demons hear your will, and if you do enough stupid shit, because I'm not gonna give it any sanctity here by trying to respect it. By trying to respect it and calling it something that it ain't. No, it's just a bunch of hateful, hurt, fearful people involved in shit that they don't really understand, and the demons tricking their ass into thinking that their words put something in motion. No, it is the demons and the spirits that put your words and conjurings and shit into motion. No curse involved. No curse involved. What is the curse? The curse is you. Fuck it. Yeah, the curse is you. I bet there's a demon somewhere. I'm slamming a book on the floor like that son of a bitch. That son of a bitch done broke it down. You the curse. I hate to tell you. You the curse, all you candle burning bastards. Running your ass around here thinking that you casting spells. You ain't casting no goddamn spells. You are getting the demons to do the work out your heart. All this, listen here, man, it's Friday night. It's Friday night, man, and I don't want to, you know what, I just already dodged one battle. I really don't want to have one tonight. It's going upon 10 o'clock. And like I say, I sleep in spurts, literal spurts. 2 hours, toss and turn to 30, 40 minutes, an hour and a half after that. Wake up and look at the ceiling. Listen, I shit you not. I listen to the refrigerator and the goddamn fan hum. I feel the cover to see if the dog is in my bed or the other bed, and then I slowly doze back off, and the next thing I know, the roosters are crowing, and that's about 5:30, and then I'm up. I can't go back to sleep. Anyway, the curse is you. I think it's always been you. I can't prove it. I ain't went all the way down the rabbit hole because someone had to teach the first you that you could use words, any words actually. Man, y'all are cold-blooded. They even taught you to use special words and shit. Fuck out of here. Fuck out, man, you got, excuse me, fallen demons. For real, they could have talked to you just like this. Just like I'm talking. And didn't have to cut chicken necks or nothing. Or burn candles or nothing. Or read cards or nothing. Or read tea leaves or not. That's all bullshit. That's the fluff. That's the unnecessary fluff to make you feel like you are in somehow bound and connected to this thing over here. But it's fluff. Has to be purely for their aggrandizement, because it has no fucking relation as to whether they do what they ask you, what you ask them or not. It doesn't. Who you can think? Who can sacrifice the most kids? Maybe it's the pretty one. Who can burn the most candles? Who can chant the longest? For real? Y'all, leave these people alone. Shit. leave these species alone. Stop it. Just fucking stop it. Some shit is almost laughable. Except it's serious. It's serious because people die. They die over fucking words. They believe this shit. The Bible speaks of curses. I'm just breaking it down a little bit further. You are the curses. How far back? No matter how far back I go back biblically, I can still see it. The demons never showed up and said, here's a list of words I want you to use. Here's a list of incantations. Here's a list of this. Here's a list of that. They never did that shit. It's all you. That's why I hate your ass at least 50% of the goddamn time. I knew I was right. Love, hate. Love, hate. Love, hate. Because you're dangerous. Who the hell does that? You do. You think, what is the power of the blood inside of a goddamn chicken neck? Huh? What is the power? Absolutely nothing. Zero. So all of a sudden, burning candles. Anyway, I don't want to asperse anyone's sensibilities. I really don't. I'm just saying, it's just bullshit. The curse turns out, after further analysis, is you. You go through all of the fluff and think that is what brings the demon. No, the demon's sitting there watching your ass the whole time, laughing his ass off. Well, it's the form of bond. They've been forming bonds forever. And not even their first bond worked. Not even the first one. Let me take you back. Man, what am I doing? It's Friday night. Listen. Angels had never went around binding each other to shit. So when angels bind each other, it's not like you bind each other. Oh, no. No, these are angelic ties. So when the fallen had come upon you, mankind, he went to tripping. He wanted to do what he wants to do. Some wanted to teach you about weapons, others war, others about beauty, others about how to get resources out of the mountains and out of the soil. And one of the angels who had sense, who understood and listen, we just got kicked the fuck up out of heaven. We got both roused and tossed at breakneck speed, at lightning speed, through a atmosphere that none of us had never fucking experienced, and landed on this strange ass land. I don't want no part of it. God's already pissed off, and you probably shouldn't either. You know what these fools have told him? The only sensible one. This is why you should never back down from the truth. If your understanding is what the fuck it is, then that's what the fuck it is, and that's what you go by. Okay? Follow your gut. At all costs, follow your gut. At the very least, it will create fear, and you will put distance from whatever you fear and your own body. It's all good, even if it's wasted. No harm, no foul. No harm, no foul. But back to what I was saying. The angel said, then, now this is in the face of one of the top angels are saying, if you do this, he will know. Talking about God. He will know. We know he will know. What does he not know? And they did it anyway. Here's how they had to do. Here's what made them think, man, angels and men. Angels, and both of you victims of lesser gods. The fallen angels' lesser god would be the devil, and your lesser gods is whatever you make them. You give them names, rank, and rituals and beliefs anyway. The angel said, then let us gather on a certain mountain, and we shall bind ourselves to these truths. These truths, what they call them the truths, these, and never tell God. Now what you think happened shortly thereafter? It didn't even, it took less than 300 years, 200 years. Enoch shows up. Enoch shows up on the scene. Okay? And God favored Enoch. But by that time, they already knew. He knows. Maybe he's acting differently. Maybe, something's up here. And they understood. No, he knows. We fucked up. He knows. Why the hell is he summoning Enoch? Huh? And that's when they started getting scared. Right there. He had never summoned man to come and talk to him personally. I mean, what the hell? And this the same man that's been watching it all go down. We should have killed his ass from the beginning. Shit. If we'd have but known that he'd be the one. So what did Enoch do? First they stopped Enoch and say, hey, we didn't call word that you're going and talk to God. I mean that personally. Well, take him a message. Basically, we messed up, and we know we messed up, but that's already done, and we can't undo it. You see how even angels can fuck shit up and not, and don't have the ability to fix it, only break it. Never fix it. Again, man do the same thing. Break shit that he can't fix. Break it and can't fix it. Break it and can't fix it. Amazing, ain't it? Angels hanging around men, men hanging around angels, and this is why I say I get confused as to who's in charge. Is it the man, or is it the demons, or is it mankind, or the devil? I'm confused. You know why? They have been associating with each other too damn long. And what do we all know about association? It brings about simulation. It's hard to tell which is which now. It's hard to tell. The devil madder than a son bitch right now. He feel like me, man. And, nigga, I worked hard. I know you did. But these are still the facts. They kind of act like each other now. It's hard to tell who is conjuring up, who is cursing, and whatever they're doing, and confusing them into thinking that whatever rituals that can come out their fleshly hands could bring forth anything except death, which is largely what they bring off. Okay? This is largely what their hands bring. End of discussion, and the devil already knows this. So do the demons, and so do the dead spirits. Most definitely them. Okay? Some of them have been victims of, so said, curses and sacrifices and ritualistic stuff. Anyway, man. Anyway, what, 30 minutes in? Give me 6 more minutes. 6 more minutes. I promise not to fill it with fluff like these demons did. You got these people thinking that they really have to do all this stuff? The power lies within them, whether they cut the chicken neck or not, whether they bleed up a red heifer or not, whether they bleed a damn goat or not, whether they read cards or not. Damn, even the tea bag ain't safe. Not even a tea bag. Like, you make some tea, drink the tea, and you look at the bottom of the damn cup and see what position the herbs are lined out at, like a demon was inside of there, somehow laying out the fucking tea leaves and the bottom of the teacups so you can read them. I shall slap you both. You're smarter than this. You're smarter than that. No, you are the important one. They are the nothings. Humans, you are the important ones. They are the nothings. Without you, they are literally nothing, as in no thing at all. Nothing as in no thing. Without a body, they are nothing. They are reduced to rattling chains, banging on walls, making making stairs squeak when there ain't nobody necessarily on them. You making you think you're losing your mind when you put something down and you go back and it's not there, only to go back later and it's just where you thought it was. That's them. But that is the length, I promise you, that is the length of their so-called power over you. It's a matter of keeping you feared up and peekaboo and hide and go seek. And by the way, that thing that you were looking for on the bed that wasn't there, well, guess what? How they do that? Guess how they do that? Sorry, demons. Everything around you is vibration. Everything around you is also frequency. To understand this, first try to understand that nothing is everything. Nothing is everything. Everything that God made came from nothing. Okay? It wasn't something before he made it. Everything comes from nothing. Nothing is something. Now, with that being said, with you looking at your wall, you see your wall. And that's all you see is your wall. You see it from your perspective, right? What if I told you that the space between your eye and the wall is what allows you to even see the wall in the first place? To take away the space between, your eyeball and the wall doesn't exist. You get it now. Are you getting it? The space means as much as the non-space. Okay? Goodness gracious, man. Why I gotta break this? Listen, nothing is like you think. Nothing is like you think. Okay? It never was. It never was. Everything around you is built for you. Everything you see is made for you to see. Everything you touch, hear, is made for you to touch and hear. Okay? Man. They have really tricked you guys. They have really tricked you guys immensely. And at this point, I'm quite sure it don't really even matter to them. They're not mad at me because I'm telling you this shit. Because they understand. It's just that time. They've had a long-ass run. Shit, they've only got to live your lives for well over 1,000 years or more. If you ever have lived your lives. I don't even know what that shit means, looking at you and realizing how long you have existed side by side with them. How much of this shit is you and how much of this shit is them. Goodness gracious. What did I sign up for? What did I sign up for? But once you start to understand this shit, it changes everything. It changes everything. They are nothing without you. Okay? And what do they get? They say that they want souls. That's all you got to value. But souls to do what with? Souls to store somewhere? Or is the souls a type of currency or something? Is it like food? No, man, this is beyond your understanding. And they want souls. Shut the fuck up. You don't want no goddamn souls. Fuck you gonna do with some goddamn souls? Shit, you a soul. I mean, just shut up. I require souls. I am the fallen. No, nigga, you get you some of this goddamn flesh and bone like everybody else do. And get the fuck on. How about that? Shit, get yourself some of this flesh and bone and blood. And that's what they do. But they make it seem like it's over souls. No, it ain't. It's over them experiencing human life at any given point. Because through the human body is the only way they can do it. And they have discovered a way how to, through the exchange of consciousness, to take control through vibration. Through vibration of the human body. They can take vibration and move you. I'm not giving you this lesson tonight. Take my word for it. It is a dual attack. One on consciousness. The other one on the physical attributes of the body. It's two separate fucking attacks. Damn it, Jim. One is on your conscious. The other is on the physical attributes of your body. Because sometimes your conscious can be too strong, but not strong enough to resist them. But strong enough to resist what they want you to do. So how do they do it? Vibration. Vibration. Okay? Vibration. And I can hear a pin drop. A pin drop. How do I know? Because they told me. Yeah. See, I want you to understand something, and then I promise you, I'm going to let your asses go. I went over that 6 minutes. I am into 7. But listen, there's war. They go back a long time. A lot of things have developed, what you would think of as nuances. Lies have been told, distortions, misdirections, okay? Things are not understood on the level that they should be understood in terms of war, all right? So, because of this, man has been used as a vehicle, as a vessel to engage in this war. Remember, they don't have a body, but we, like them, are spirit. So for us, there's nowhere else for them to hide except inside of a living body. The spiritual realm ain't even safe for them anymore. You know why? Because when the man on the white horse came in Revelation, what other guy is coming with him? Death. And who is hell? Death bringing with him? Hell. You get it now? How it all starts to line up? This shit's real. There's nowhere to hide but amongst humanity. And I must say, while that that it is an ingenious ass move on the devil's part. Hats off. I mean, ingenious. I would have never, in 1,000 years, thought that he would have seen something like that. That the place to hide is in plain sight, and use man's law against him, such as thou shalt not kill this possessed person over here, because I shall be charged with murder. Nobody would ever believe that, well, I just killed about 15 spirits inside this son of a bitch. That was Jimmy, Jacob, Anna, Stevie, Jordan. You see what I'm saying? But on the spiritual level, they know that is the truth. So it is a tactic that the spiritual realm, 50-50. I'm not having too much more faith in them, and that's a good thing for them. And the demonic realm. Now I'm going to be quiet right about now, because I need to. Because I need to. I said enough. But listen, they need you. You ain't never needed them. They only give you your own stuff back, and that's funny as hell too. Lord, give me 30 seconds. It's funny how the devil, or folklore maybe, sell your soul and he gives you everything. Like he has a shopping mall. He has a car lot and a mortgage company. Okay? I mean, why can't you see it? He give you your own stuff. He don't have his own stuff that he should be giving you. Why the hell is he only giving you what you want, and all you would ever want is what you see and what you know? He's cheating you at the very least. He's cheating you at the very least. Quit being vulnerable, and please think. Just think. If you just take that next step, you're going to see something different. I promise. But understand, curses, they're you. And that's why we started this whole conversation out. Curses are you. You are the curse. The words out your mouth, irrespective of the order or the accompanying ritual, that really doesn't mean anything. It's not like they sitting there and like an audience saying, okay, who, by their dance movements and their behavior, who's up to bat? Does anyone recognize this one? What about you? What about you? No. None of us demons recognize that one. Is that what you think is fucking happening? Because that's what would have to be happening. They're all sitting around waiting on, okay, I think he's calling us. No, I think he's calling me. Get the hell out of here. And you get the hell up out of here too. Y'all two are playing with each other. But tonight we have went a long way toward destroying the curses. Well, you're not dealing with no goddamn curses. You are dealing with demons and spirits, and the curses are you. I am Source. I am 7. I am 1.